Hello and welcome back. Let us try to understand the advantage of using artificial intelligence compared to traditional programming approach. In traditional programming approach, a business analyst tries to understand the business rules and then explains them to a programmer, and the programmer will actually code it with if-else conditions and loops and data structures. But in artificial intelligence approach, we collect data related to the problem and feed it to the machine learning algorithm. Of course, we do statistical data analysis and pre-processing and then feed it to the AI algorithm. The AI algorithm will understand the patterns. When a new record comes in, you will pass it to the AI algorithm and it will make the prediction or recommendation or whatever. Let us try to take an example of cereals, the breakfast we eat every day morning, and then try to understand the advantage of using AI when compared to traditional programming approach. So in cereals, there will be qualities like number of calories, fat, number of the amount of potassium, magnesium, and all these properties. So based on that, we'll decide whether a cereal is good or not. So if you have to write a program which actually looks, which actually takes the input from the cereal, input about the cereal information, and then decides whether the cereal is good or not, a business analyst need to understand the good qualities of a cereal and then rank it, and need to explain the same thing to the developer, and the developer will start writing if-else conditions. If fat is less than this much, or fat is in this range and potassium is in this range, if something is in this range, like that the program will be written. When you feed one particular cereal's data into the program, it will actually go through those if-else conditions and then give you the decision, return you the decision saying that whether the cereal is good or not. If a new property got added to the cereal, again the whole analysis should be done by the business analyst, and the programmer need to make the adjustments in the program. So it is human learning trying to write in if-else conditions in a program. It is traditional approach, whatever we are following right now. With AI, you will actually feed the data, right? With AI, you will collect the data, right, about the cereal name and the manufacturer, the type and calories and all that information, along with the rating. The rating is the target variable here. We are using a supervised machine learning algorithm and trying to understand the pattern, the relationship between all these input variables and the rating output variable. We will collect data and flag data with rating and then do statistical data analysis, because we need to understand patterns here and problems in the data set and then fix the problems, the quality issues, right? So we do statistical data analysis and then we actually feed that data to data pre-processing, or a programmer or a data scientist will sit there and try to apply all those rules and make the data ready for the machine learning algorithm to understand. In this process, we will convert all these text or the categorical variables into numbers. And once the data is ready, if everything is in numerical format, we can feed that data into machine learning algorithm. Once the data is ready, we will split the data into X and Y, the input variables and the output variables, and then feed that data into AI or ML algorithm. The AI ML algorithm will actually understand the pattern and try to predict the data in the train set itself, or we'll use a separate data set called as test set and try to predict and check the accuracy of the model on train set and the test set. If the model is working good, then we may actually move into production, but if it is not working good, there may be some problem with the machine learning algorithm or data. We'll do that analysis using techniques like learning curve and then find out the problem. If the problem is with the data, we may actually collect more data or collect more appropriate features. If the problem is with the algorithm, then we'll actually fix the problem with the algorithm by fine-tuning the hyperparameters. The parameters you pass to the algorithm are called as hyperparameters, and we fine-tune them and make the model work best. If the model is working good, we'll deploy into production, which is nothing but when a new cereal comes into the market, will pass that serial data into this model, and it will predict whether it is good or average or bad. If I say it is good, it may be score 3, bad means 1, and average means 2, right? Sometimes what happens is, even after doing fine hyperparameter tuning, the model may not work. Maybe our statistical data analysis is not correct. So as a data scientist, we have to actually take the back step or maybe iterative step and do more statistical data analysis, do more data pre-processing and feed it to the AML algorithm, and then again test it. Even then it is not working, maybe we have to collect data. So this is all the life cycle of a data science project or a predictive model building. Once the model is built, there is no need that you or a business analyst need to understand data again and again. You need to pass the new records to the model. The model will automatically understand the patterns. So the hassle of understanding the business and trying to write the business rules and trying to code it and rechange actually got eliminated with AI. It directly reads the data and understands the pattern and makes the appropriate predictions or recommendations or whatnot. So this is the advantage. Once built, can be retrained or automated using DevOps tools and other tools. We can actually automate this whole training process. If the model is not working with new data, in near future or maybe in far future, maybe a data scientist need to involve and may need to make some tweaks in the model, and it will start working again. So using AI is like trying to have a person, right? A less intelligent person working on your data. That's all the advantage about using AI. AI always learns from data. There is no need for people to understand and rewrite and write code again and again. Thank you.